Hi, this is Shelley Sparks. I'm here in the part two of my favorite part of three things that you can do to enhance your garden. And I left my last video off with how is a feng shui landscape different from any other landscape space. And this gets to the reason of how you can improve your garden in order to improve your life. So I had talked about recreating nature for the purpose of lifting the human spirit. Now, I want to give you some how-tos about that. So, for instance, you're looking at this picture that has this wonderful bonsai in it. And it's a bonsai pine. And so it's a beautiful tree just in and of itself. However, if you think about Chinese philosophy and realize that a pine represents longevity, it represents steadfastness, it represents stability, it represents power and even perseverance because it makes it through the winter. You'll know that having this meaningful tree in your space can remind you of all of those different aspects in your life. Now, you don't have to, like run out and buy a pine tomorrow because there's many other things that you can use to create meaning for yourself in your particular landscape. Here we're looking at a very typical arrangement of rocks that you'll probably see in many Japanese gardens. They are very attractive. Just the artistic placement of them and the way that they look together just seems to feel right. However, they also have a meaning. So if you look at the standing rock and realize that it represents heaven and the flat rock represents earth, and then the rock in between represents man, you know that you're looking here at the cosmology of the world, man between heaven and earth. And this is really something that you can contemplate when you're viewing your garden. So there's another example of adding meaning to your garden. But you don't have to use these particular examples. You can look at something like this. It's a mandala that was created for one of my clients who wanted a concept to meditate on, and so she had me create this mandala on the ground with lotus, which represents enlightenment, with a circle represent perfection, and the six-pointed star, which represents heaven on earth. So this is a symbol that she wanted to meditate on, and that gave her meaning in her garden. But you can use whatever religion you have, bring it into the garden, honor it, and you could bring in something like this. Even though it's a symbol of Buddha, it's just a beautiful image to contemplate in your space. Other people would bring in these great statues of Sir Francis Assisi, who is friend to the birds and all of the plants. Or you can bring in a very non-denominational image. This beautiful Lady of the Lake. One of my clients, you can see, originally it was a blank wall, and now it's this beautiful image on it. This here is the image of the Dharma wheel. So in a place where we couldn't plant, we created this image as something that one could use for walking meditation. So I hope I've given you some good ideas on different ways that you can express your individuality in your garden and bring meaning into your own space. This is Shelley Sparks. If you'd like more information about Feng Shui in the garden, check out my book, Secrets of the Land, Designing Harmonious Gardens with Feng Shui, available on Amazon. Thanks for listening.